Good morning, Year 11. I hope this assembly finds you all well and you and your families are all keeping safe. As you know, it's been a really interesting last week for us, and I know it has for you as well. With the latest announcement from Prime Minister Boris Johnson, meaning that we're all now in national lockdown, and with that, the fact that your exams have been cancelled. I know many of you will have questions about what happens next. Hopefully, in this assembly, I'll be able to go into some detail about the effect on you, what we need you to keep doing as students, and how we can support you over the coming weeks. I hope you enjoy the assembly.
And so, on the evening of Monday the 4th of January, we sat at home, all waiting with bated breath for the next announcement by Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
And because we now have to do everything we possibly can to stop the spread of the disease, primary schools, secondary schools, and colleges across England must move to remote provision from tomorrow, except for vulnerable children and the children of key workers. Everyone will still be able to access early years settings such as nurseries. We recognise that this will mean it's not possible or fair for all exams to go ahead this summer as normal. The Education Secretary will work with Ofqual to put in place alternative arrangements.
And so, the next bombshell had hit. Boris Johnson had made the decision to put the country into national lockdown and shut schools. With it came the announcement that all examinations for the summer would be cancelled. The following day in Parliament, Secretary of State for Education Gavin Williamson followed up on this announcement.
I can confirm that GCSEs, A-levels and AS level exams will not go ahead this summer. This year we're going to put our trust in teachers rather than algorithms.
My son would be really pleased.
The department and Ofqual had already worked up a range of contingency options. While the details will need to be fine-tuned in consultation with Ofqual, the exam boards and teaching representative organisations, I can confirm now that I wish to use a form of teacher-assessed grades with training and support provided to ensure these are awarded fairly and consistently across the country.
So in the follow-up announcement by Secretary of State Gavin Williamson, he confirmed, as per the Prime Minister's announcement the previous evening, that exams in the summer of 2021 would be cancelled. Instead, students would be awarded a teacher-assessed grade, as per the previous summer. But what does a teacher-assessed grade actually mean? According to the Department for Education, these should be fair, objective and carefully considered judgments of the grades schools and colleges believe their students would have been most likely to achieve if they had sat their exams, and should take into account the full range of available evidence. So for many of you, you'll be asking the question, what's next? What does this big announcement actually mean for me? How will it affect my grades? How will it affect my college placement? There'll be a range of emotions going through all of you. Some of you will be happy there's no exams. Some of you will be very sad and upset by this. Some of you will be asking, well, what do teachers use to give me my grade? Will I be doing mocks? What about those assessments I did at the start of Year 11? I didn't do very well, and now I'm panicking. Hopefully, through the remainder of this assembly, I'll go through what happens next and what it does mean to you. The most important thing now is for you to just take a breath and take stock of the situation we find ourselves in. For me, it's about controlling the controllables. In the diagram below, you can see the two circles demonstrate things that matter and things that you can control. In this situation, I think it's really important that we remind ourselves of the things that really matter. There's so many dreadful, terrible things going on in the world, but what really matters is your own health, your family's health, staying safe, and your education. Next, you have to think about, well, what can I control and what can't I control? We can control staying at home, obeying the rules of lockdown, but ultimately we can't control the virus and what's going on across the country. When you combine the things that matter and the things that you can control, these are the things that we need to focus on. This diagram also explains it perfectly. Outside of the circle are all the things that are outside of our control. Other people's opinions, other people's actions and what they do, how other people are feeling, and the mistakes that other people make. We can't control those. We have no say over them. But inside the green circle are the things that I can control. I can control my attitude. I can control my effort. I can control my behaviour, and I can control my actions. Now we've taken an opportunity to reflect on all of those things within our control that we need to focus on. Now it's important to identify the opportunities in front of you. You still have over 5 months left at TLA. During that time, you'll have lots of opportunities to work with us to ensure that you leave with the best grades possible, ready for the next step of your education. The first of these opportunities will be to complete all set work to the very best of your ability. You will no longer have external exams where you'll be able to prove what you're capable of. Now, on a daily and weekly basis, whenever your teachers give you work, it's an opportunity for you to prove what you're capable of. Show them the knowledge that you've gained and show them the grade that you deserve when teachers are asked to give you a teacher-assessed grade. Part of this process will be to attend live lessons. This week, as a school, we'll be trialling using Google Classroom to create live lessons online for you to attend. This will give you an opportunity to work with your teacher and your classmates as you gain knowledge and work through the remaining information in your subjects. The next opportunity is to revise for your mock exams. I've had lots of different emails this week asking me if your mock exams are cancelled. The answer is no. Your mock exams are not cancelled. They're merely postponed until it's safe to have you back in school. The mock exams will form a really important part of the information that your teachers will use to give you your teacher assessed grade. Another important opportunity during lockdown is to communicate with staff. Ask staff, what do you need to do to improve? What areas are you weaker at? Developing and building that relationship with your teachers will be really beneficial as you go through your remaining time at the school. And lastly, you have an opportunity to show us what you're capable of. Through all of the above, you have the opportunity to really show the knowledge that you've gained through your time at the school and really prove to us the grade that you deserve when we award you your teacher assessed grade. We realise this is tough. This is tough on all of you. It's tough on your families. It's tough on your friends. But you're not alone. In the next couple of slides, I'm going to highlight some of the support that's available for you and your family as we go through this difficult period in your education. We realise this is a difficult opportunity for you, but it's important that you understand that whilst you're at home, we're still available to help you and support you with your emotional needs and well-being. On the school website, under the coronavirus section, there's lots of different information, links to websites and activities for you to try to help keep yourself emotionally well during this difficult period. On the school website, one of the best links is that to the BBC website and their BBC Own It page. The Own It page is specifically designed for teenagers and helps you to take control of your life and your feelings. It's also important that you realise that there is other further support available for you. By now, you should have received an email from your form tutor, and it's important that those weekly emails are replied to quickly so that your form tutor knows you're okay. You also have the ability through Google Classroom and your school email to communicate with all of your teachers regarding your work. Further support is available to you through the Head of Year 11, Miss Price, the Assistant Head of Year 11, Mrs. Robertson, and our Careers Advisor, Mrs. Green. All of those staff can be reached on the email addresses below. So what's next? That was the aim of this assembly. The reality is, for you, you need to keep working hard, attend your lessons, and show 100% effort. Control the controllables. This is a difficult time for all of us. We're here to support you, but please make the most of your opportunities with us and really push yourself to achieve the best grades possible. Please look after yourself and stay safe. Thank you for watching.